backcourts, Grant. They're both very talented.
Yeah, B.A., you know I love great guard play. And, of course, each team has some serious skills at that position. So expect a fast pace of play, lots of threes. It should be one heck of a matchup.
The starters for the Memphis Grizzlies. Bain and Brooks out on the wing. Inside, it's the pair of Jackson Jr. and Adams. And it's Morant in at the point. Now here's Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Gobert finds McDaniels. Back to Gobert. Ooh, some solid defense from Adams.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Jackson, pass to Brooks. Outside Bain, fires the three. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
One of the most dynamic passers to enter this league in a while. Morant, this man is in full control of the offense.
Oh, Brooks with the steal. And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Jackson, and another basket for Memphis.
And I'll tell you what, the way they're able to pressure the ball and those quick hands, that's what led to an opening.
And as soon as they got the steal, it was off to the races. This is the aggressive mindset that the coaching staff encourages them to maintain.
And Minnesota has possession after the basket by Memphis and the basket by Towns.
I like seeing Towns be aggressive from deep. He knows his teammates want him to shoot from there.
Outside Bain. Brooks from outside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Minnesota with the ball. 6-point game.
Well, a big trade over the summer, bringing Rudy Gobert to the Wolves. And it's a bit of a fresh start for Gobert. A main star of this team that is loaded with talent, but needed that defensive angle. That one rocked this arena.
That's the kind of dunk right there that makes you think he's going to rip down the rim from deep. Morant, he's off on that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Outside Edwards. Outside Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. Guarded by Bain. Edwards, a pass to Russell. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot two.
And what has made D'Lo a max player? He puts constant pressure on the defense.
And he can't hit the second. Memphis has gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Morant, the pass to Brooks. Over to the left wing. The three from Bain. Minnesota with a rebound. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Outside McDaniels. Now here's Towns. Doesn't go for him. Oh, and Jackson with the defensive effort. Bain, the pass to Brooks. Jackson for three. He drops it from range. Jackson's got 5.
Well, Jackson has become a threat from range, taking and making those shots more consistent.
Outside McDaniels. Crosses over, and he dunks it down.
A savage reverse jam. That takes great body control.
No question. He was making a statement right there, man. Pass to Bain. Back to Morant. And here's Adams, defended by Gobert. From deep, Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
Yeah, when he gets engaged this early in the game, it's bad news for the defense. He can roll this start throughout the rest of the game.
Towns against Jackson. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. The three from Bain. Towns with a rebound.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The shot misses, and Memphis taking it the other way now. Brooks, the pass to Adams. Now Bain. Pass to Morant. Johnson on the wing. He's got 5. Shot clock at 5. There's the 3. Rebound, Minnesota. 17 seconds left in the first. Russell to pass to Gobert. Here's Edwards. They get it back. Pass to Towns. From deep three-point range. Unable to get that one. Desmond Bane getting it done for the Memphis Grizzlies. He dropped 3 threes in that quarter. They haven't found an end. If you're just joining us, we played through 1 quarter in this one. All right, guys, what do you think so far about the offensive approach for the Grizzlies? The Timberwolves trail.
Yeah, and we hear this a lot about the Grizzlies, but it bears repeating. There's probably no team in the NBA that has more reason for optimism than Memphis.
So on the floor for Memphis to kick off the second quarter. Morant and Bane in the backcourt together. Brooks and Jackson, the defensive forward pair. And it's Adams in at the 5 spot. It's good.
Yeah, inside the paint, Russell stays so nimble, helping him get such a high percentage look.
You know, I think about all the optimism surrounding the Grizzlies. The rest of the NBA has been put on notice.
The NBA, and they should be. This team should be a contender for years to come. If the front office makes the right moves, which they have in the last few years, they could be hanging up some banners very soon.
From deep, Morant. Karl Anthony Towns comes up with a rebound.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Gobert passes to Edwards. Gobert against Bane. It's Edwards on the wing. Clock at 6. Pass to Towns. Jacks up a 3. Buries it from 3. Towns has got 5.
The versatility of Towns, unleashing his outside game and presenting all sorts of problems for the defense.
Morant, the pass to Bane. Over Edwards. And too long on the shot.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
Second quarter, a little over a minute and a half in. Oh, the swat by Adams.
Oh, a fantastic defender. Adams embraces his role on this team as their defensive anchor.
And what a phenomenal replay of that impressive rejection.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
That ties the game. Russell's got his second basket of the game.
That was just ridiculous. He's an absolute surgeon when he has the ball. This man is surgical. There is no way to slow him down when he wants to score.
Well, it's Morant missing. The Timberwolves have gotten 3 or 4 field goals in the second quarter. A unique talent. Ja Morant has taken the NBA by storm. Grant, does Ja remind you of anyone?
Well, many people, including Paul George, have compared Ja to a young D. Rose. Yet each explosive athletes at the one position. Well, Ja and Rose leading their teams at a young age as well.
Adams, the pass to Brooks. To stop the run. And the shot no good. A bit short. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from the arc here in the second. Pass to Towns. It's McDaniels on the wing. Back to Towns. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. That's on Steven Adams.
For a big, Towns is an effective free throw shooter. You really can't give him too many looks from the line.
And Towns' three-pointer is elite. Some don't think centers should float around beyond the arc. What's the balance there, you think, Brad?
Well, I mean, first of all, it just shows how the game has evolved with big guys shooting like him. The bottom line, just play with aggression and don't settle. That triple is a weapon. You also got to use your size and skill inside just as often. Kick to the outside, heads up play, cognizant of the entire floor.
Russell to pass to Towns. Russell against Morant. Back to Towns. It's Edwards on the wing. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. From deep. Offensive rebound. Outside for Russell. Pass to Gobert. And the foul on Steven Adams. That'll be a second foul of the game. A minute 31 left in the second period. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
Making sure of it with the two-hand slam, VA.
Yeah, I don't blame him with the score this tight. You cannot take a chance here. Pass to Jackson. Payne against Edwards. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Gobert. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And it's Towns with the power finish.
And this is exactly how Russell does solid assist numbers. I mean, just great delivery on that play.
Morant, the pass to Brooks. Jackson outside. Payne with it. Brooks outside. Outside Morant. Shot clock at 2. Brooks, the pass to Morant. Here's Adams, and the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
Some consider Adams to be the strongest player in the league. He never backs down from a physical challenge.
And so he's able to get 1 of 2. And here's Minnesota now. They're on a 16-4 run. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Back to Gobert. Oh, it's stolen by Adams. Outside Payne. Back to Adams. And here's Morant outside. And the three-pointer goes. Morant's gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. 1 second left. And no good. And so a close game is...
23, the Grizzlies, 21.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. You have to like what we're seeing from Karl Anthony Towns.
Through the first 2 quarters, he's been on fire. Explosive offensive performance.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
Jordan McLaughlin out there with Jalen Noel. Then there's Naz Reid. Then there's Taurean Prince. And it's Anderson in at the 4. And that's the group for Chris Finch as we begin the second half. Payne finds Adams. Morant with it. Jackson outside. Outside Payne. 6 on the shot clock. From deep, Morant drills it from deep. Morant's got 6. And when you're trying to slow down a top scorer, often the game plan is to get physical. Grant, you would know better than anybody. What's it like in the trenches here?
Well, BA, it's interesting. I mean, it can wear on you. It's a mental challenge. When you're in the trenches trying to slow down a great offensive player, it really becomes a battle of wills. You have to stay focused. You have to be disciplined. And most importantly, you just cannot take a play off and allow a great player to get going.
Memphis has gone 7 of 15 from distance in this game. Outside Jones. Unloads. Minnesota with a rebound.
Hard to turn down a look that good. Still, long twos are losing favor, and misses like that are the reason why.
Anderson for 3. Pure from three-point range. And now a 4-point Minnesota lead.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
Jones. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
Since entering the league in 2015, Tyus Jones has proven to be as reliable as it gets. A multi-talented guard who plays to his strengths.
And what you appreciate about Jones is how under control he is, Richard. He's never in a rush.
It's what allows the game to come so naturally to him. He's skilled at keeping things very simple, solid at setting the pace for himself and his squad.
Pass to Green. Here's Aldama. The steal. Here's McLaughlin. Well, quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game.
Slow defensive rotation, causing a breakdown along the perimeter.
Jones from outside. Sends it home from three-point land.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Pass to Reed. Intercepted. Here's Aldama. Conchar, good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
Assertive move. You can tell the game's heating up a bit.
Now here's Anderson. Here's McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Noel. Back to Anderson. Just 3 to shoot. And there's the drive. And he banks in the layup. Anderson's got 7 points for the quarter.
Yeah, these teams are playing with incredible energy.
Yeah, the second half in stark contrast with the first. Coach must have gotten on them a little bit at halftime.
On the wing, Conchar. Here's Aldama. Anderson covers. It's not going to go for him. Nice D from Reed. Minnesota's gone 2 for 2 from deep here in the third. It's stolen. Here's Conchar. A quick shot there. It's off target.
That's the shot they wanted. It just didn't fall.
Tough to watch those miss. I'm sure they'll convert the next chance.
Pass to McLaughlin. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Prince. And the Timberwolves hit again from deep.
He can really stroke it from deep. You have to keep better tabs on him.
Memphis trailing here. Outside Jones. Played it in with a nice touch off the window. Jones has got 7 points in the game.
Got it in close, and unless it's an open three, that's the key to efficient offense.
Outside Anderson. Back to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
He finds a shooter in motion and is confident he can threat him with the lead pass. Well done.
Pass to Tillman. Perfect pass to set up the lay-in.
Precision pass into the post. Well-earned assist.
Here's Prince. Outside Anderson. 11 seconds left in the third quarter. Can't get it to fall. On the wing, Conchar. With 2 seconds left. It's still anybody's game as we reach the end of 3. Timberwolves ahead. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the winner today coming from an unlikely position. It's the big fella with the sweetest pass of the day.
I feel like we've seen more slick passing big men in the league today than we've ever seen.
3 tense quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we get ready for the 4th. On the court for the Grizzlies, John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then it's Green, then it's Xavier Tillman, and it's Aldama in at the power forward position. And for some reason, he decided to foul there.
Yeah, B.A., that's an odd move. Maybe there's something else behind it.
A line change here for Memphis. Bain against Edwards. Gobert passes to Edwards. Oh, Adams with the block. And he gets it back. And stolen by Bain. Here's Brooks. Oh, there's a killer 2-hand slam.
And that's gotta hurt. A turnover for a free run at the rim.
And now we know who has the momentum.
That's the last thing you need to happen down the stretch. Let's see how they respond to the devastating punch.
Edwards with it. Jackson in his pocket. Towns passes to Edwards. 4 on the clock. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson.
And he's usually able to score on that type of defense rather easily. Surprising to see him come away empty.
And he almost made them regret defending him so loosely.
And Edwards, here we go. And Edwards slams it in.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Morant, the pass to Jackson. Back to Morant. And it's Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Shot is good by Edwards.
It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The Grizzlies have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Morant, the pass to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes.
Some players shrink when the pressure's on, but he lives for these moments.
Pass to Towns. Outside Russell. Towns with the ball. Guarded by Morant. Here's Russell. Ja Morant grabs the miss. For Memphis, they've gone 3 of 5 since this fourth quarter started. Oh, there's Morant with the slam.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Outside Edwards. High post Towns. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Bain finds Brooks. And here's Jackson. Outside for Morant. Nails it from 3. And it's a 4-point Memphis lead.
What a confident shot by Morant. Gets the hot pass and puts it right up.
Russell to pass to Towns. Back to Russell. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And Russell loves to remind us that he has ice in his veins. Big time bucket.
Russell against Morant. Jackson on the wing. Pass to Bain. To the left side wing. From deep, Morant. Jackson outside. Here's Morant. Kicks it out to Jackson. And a great assist by Morant as that one goes. Morant's got 5 assists in the game.
Won't shy away from the big moment. No hesitation from Jackson Jr. on that shot.
Towns with the ball. Here's Russell. Adams grabs the miss. And here's Memphis. They're on a 14-6 run. 3-pointer Brooks. Rebound Minnesota.
And he might have thrown himself off when he saw how much space he had from 3.
Downs a screen on Bain. Here's Edwards. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks.
I don't mind that. I mean, they met him at the rim and temporarily prevented the points.
So he can't get either to fall. And here's Memphis. So far in the fourth, they've allowed just 6 points. Brooks finds Adams. Bain against Edwards. Pass to Morant. From behind the arc. Good work defensively by Russell. And the Timberwolves with possession here. Trailing by 5. Towns. Oh, Adams with the block. McDaniels against Brooks. And so the Grizzlies take the win. And they barely squeezed out the win here.
Beside me,
so the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Clippers. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubats. And it's Jackson in at the 1 spot. Leonard with the steal. One-on-one here. And they call the foul, so he's got the and 1 chance here to make it a 3-point play.
What commitment by Jackson, forcing his shot through the foul.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throw of the game. And it's Russell with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. It's a 3-point game. Smitty, expectations have been so high for this Clippers team in recent seasons with the addition of Kawhi and the addition of Paul George and the other great parts around him.
They've got a lot of terrific players, Kevin. On paper, they look playoff ready. So those expectations aren't so misplaced.
Outside for Jackson. And it's Jaden McDaniels with the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
We're about 1 minute into the first. Kicks it out to Leonard. The 3. Gobert pulls it in. Towns against Morris. Here's Edwards. Doesn't go that time. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to George. Driving inside. Clippers working now with the new shot clock. Jackson finds Leonard. Clock at 6. From deep, George. Good on the triple.
And this is the way to stretch the floor. PG-13 with a good look from the corner. And he nails it.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
Edwards. Here's Gobert, and it's sent back by George. Here's Jackson. Lays it up off the glass. Jackson's got 5.
Hard to keep up with Reggie when he gets out in space. And on top of that, an excellent finisher.
And they get it. And Russell gets it to go on the assist by Towns.
First make of the day should finally give them a little confidence.
For whatever reason, they came in a little tight tonight. That should loosen them up.
Edwards against George. Leonard attacking, and then Leonard with the dunk.
Give him any kind of opening, and Kawhi Leonard will make you pay at the rack.
Russell kicks to Towns. Latrey. Rebound by the Clippers.
There was a mix-up defensively. Left him all alone. He just couldn't hit it.
It's George on the wing. He's guarded by Russell. Back to George. Morris outside. Releases. Another one falls for the Clippers.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
They came in prepared, focused, and really jumped on the other team early.
McDaniels passes to Russell. Back to McDaniel. The Timberwolves need to get a shot off here. Out to Edwards, and they'll turn it over. Could not get off the shot. 24-second violation. And it's the Clippers' ball. It's a 12-2 run here. Good pace. Jackson down low. He's guarded by Russell. George passes to Morris. That shot, no good. Gobert with the defensive effort. Edwards looking it over. And it's Russell in the corner. Edwards against George. And it's Towns penetrating. And a missed layup. Los Angeles leading by 10. Leonard inside. Edwards there. It's stolen by Edwards. That's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Here's Russell. Driving in. Drops in the layup for two. Russell's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Timberwolves. And here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. He kicks it to Leonard. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
You see the power right there from Kawhi. Absorbs contact and able to convert right through it.
The Timberwolves have gone just 2 of 7 so far. A little bit of a slow start for them. Russell passes to Towns. Takes a three. Doesn't go for it. This is his second attempt at the line tonight.
First personal foul. Fourth team foul.
The free throw drops for Jackson.
And with Reggie Jackson, it's a testament to his natural talent that he often leaves us wanting a little bit more.
George way outside. And so it's Los Angeles enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Los Angeles.
They're unselfish. They're passing the ball well, setting up teammates, playing team basketball, and they're focused.
You also have to admire how they challenge the defense inside, getting a lot of points in the paint.
2 big men inside, Towns and Gobert. Hiding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Timberwolves. McDaniels dishes to Gobert. Shoots over Zubac. Good on that shot. And with that, the Los Angeles Leafs cut down now to just 10 points with that basket from Gobert. Here's Jackson. Feeds to Morris. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. And this league has plenty of guys who can take over a game at any time. But, Steve, how fun is it to have a team with multiple threats and on any given night?
Well, it's really, Kevin, unfair because you have 2 guys that can get it going. And for the defense and the other team, that is hard to contend with.
And nice intensity from Towns in the paint. Doesn't back off and takes that shot while being fouled.
He's perfect from the line this time.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Jackson down low. Russell's there. Leonard inside. McDaniels defending.
The vertical of Kawhi is impressive. Rising up with ease and throwing it down.
Towns, high post. Morris is there. Edwards, that's good.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Jackson against Russell. George with no one around. Sinks the triple. George has got 8 points.
A reliable jump shooter. Paul George's accuracy only goes up when he catches in rhythm.
Edwards finds McDaniel. Out to Russell. Towns with it. Leonard picks him up. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That's his first foul. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. Now the pass to McDaniels. Out to Russell. Just 5 to shoot. Towns in the corner. Lets it go from deep.
Locked down. Leonard, a smothering force on the defensive end.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers.
Well, in spite of the critics and the injuries, Paul George continues to produce one of the league's truly elite players. Oh, inflicting some punishment with the 2-hand flush.
They're going for the throat. Here's Edwards. No good that time. AT that time from Leonard. Down low. It's stolen by Gobert. Here's Edwards. Good, and the assist goes to Towns. Towns has got 3 assists in the game. And you mentioned the injuries for Paul George. Let's see, G8, the broken leg, shoulder surgeries, last season a torn elbow ligament.
And I'm sure there are a few others, Kevin. But give him credit to battle through and maintain his greatness tells you something about his competitive work.
And finished off by Gobert.
And showing he can make plays for others. Edwards moving it with conviction.
In the corner, George with it. Into the lane. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
And that takes skill and the ability to make adjustments as you're going up.
Russell passes to Edwards. Russell inside. Jackson on him. Ball's knocked loose. Paul George with the steal. To the inside. And there's Morris. That's good on the assist by George. Morris has got his second basket of the game.
Oh, nice work finding the open man by George. Plays like this prove he's a team player.
Back to Russell. And the rejection by Zubac. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And the replay demonstrating once again how aggressive that defense was.
And guys, that is lockdown defense at its finest. Going right at the shot and then able to knock it away.
Paul George with the steal. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
The anticipation for the steal, the athleticism on the finish. Paul George is a game changer.
Clippers leading by 18. Leonard looking around. In the corner, George with it. And Leonard gets it to go. And 11 points for Leonard.
Look at the handles by Kawhi Leonard. He has worked on that part of his game. He has his defender on skates.
Towns in the corner. Here's Edwards. And Edwards with the stop.
Oh, that's great TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Outside, George. Morris with the screen for George. No good with the triple. Outside, Towns. Paul George, he's been the guy making. Thanks, David. And we'll...
The Minnesota Timberwolves, 16. The Clippers, 34.
With a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
Well, he left his mark on that first half with his quick hands. Great sense of timing to pile up the steals.
Well, if you want to get into your offense quickly before the defense can set up, creating turnovers is a great way to do it.
So with George on the bench, here's who Tyronn Lue's going with. Wall and Powell are the guard set. Batuma's out there with Robert Covington, and it's man in at the small forward position. And they recover it. Here's Noel. 6 on the shot clock, and it's Norman Powell with the foul. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
McLaughlin, the pass to Anderson. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Pass to Mann. Stolen by Anderson. Here's the break. Lays it up and banks it in.
And you watch Kyle Anderson run the floor. Those long strides eat up ground.
Passes it to Mann from outside the arc. Drills it from outside. Mann's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Woo! He got a clean look, and he makes the defense pay for disrespecting him.
Noel passes to Prince. Here's Noel. Guarded by Powell. Plays it up and in on the nice reverse.
Look at the unselfishness by Prince. Doesn't have what he wants. Keeps the ball moving.
Ball attacking. Fires the three. Mann can't hit. Timberwolves trail by 17. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on John Wall. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's Reed.
Nice defense by Robert Covington. He has the classic 3-and-D skill set.
Now here's Wall. Guarded closer. And now Minnesota on the fast break. Prince has got the ball. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. That's tipped. Pass to Anderson. Shoots over Covington. And it's off the back rim. No good. And it's Wall with the ball for Los Angeles. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Taurean Prince.
Opposing defenders know what Robert Covington is capable of, giving him no room.
And he sinks the second.
And guys, talk about the production that Covington brings to the table.
GA, he's been with quite a few teams, but he's been a starter most of his career. His presence on the defensive end, getting to the rim and scoring it, has been a treat.
And there's the foul. It's on Nicholas Batum. That's his first foul.
And now only one away from being in the penalty.
Here's McLaughlin. Covered by Wall. Prince outside. Just 4 to shoot. And the shot is good.
Taurean Prince takes the hit, maintains focus. He's a tough individual.
1:52 left in the third quarter. Here's Wall. Here's Covington. Kicks it to Powell. Fires the three. Covington dishes to Batum. Reed with the rebound.
I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
There's the pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Anderson right side. Here's Reed. Offensive rebound. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Clippers leading by 16. Outside, Wall. Outside, Covington. No good on the triple. Minnesota's gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. It's Anderson with the drive. From the arc. The shot will not fall. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Powell, the pass to Covington. Misses the layup. Timberwolves have gone to somewhat subpar 4 of 10 on their shots in the second half so far. It's good.
Beautiful location on the pass as usual. Led his man perfectly.
Clippers have gone 2 of 6 from the field here in the third. And Jordan McLaughlin picks up the foul here. That is his first foul of the game. And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Jackson finds Leonard. There's the drive. Got a hand on it.
Taurean Prince saying, not on my watch. Spectacular D.
McLaughlin off the mark there with the three-point shot. And he draws trying contact. Looked like a blocking foul, and he was in the shooting motion. Head to the free throw line. It goes on Taurean Prince.
And it's been an outstanding game for them at the free throw line, not missing their chances when they get them.
Well, Kawhi has always been an elite defender, but he's become just as fearsome on the offensive end. You can tell he never stops working on his game.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. And so it's Los Angeles with a 14-point lead. And we reach the fourth quarter in a game that may be already out of hand. Timberwolves trail by 14. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Backcourt guards are Russell and Edwards. And it's McDaniels at the free spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
And, you know, we talk about feel and reading the situation. Russell gets an opening there and does not flinch.
Jackson kicks to Morris. On the wing, George. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
Power move from PG-13. He's added a lot of muscle to his frame over the years, putting it to good use right there.
And both free throws good for Paul George. The Timberwolves shooting reasonably well, 45%. Outside, Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. Here's Russell. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And although he's still a new kid on the block, he's very crafty, and Russell does a great job of just frustrating the defense there.
And here are the Clippers now. They led the game at 1 point by 20. Russell against Jackson. And there's the drive. Out to Morris. From outside, off the mark. Timberwolves trail by 12. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Pass to McDaniels. Out left to the wing. Towns, a screen on Zubac. Gobert finds Towns. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they'll count the bucket.
And how about the agility of Towns? Cutting with purpose there after setting the screen. Great display of his basketball IQ.
Outside Leonard. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert.
Creative at finding ways to draw fouls. Leonard takes pleasure in getting them to overcompensate.
Both free throws good from Kawhi Leonard. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock into it. The kick out to Towns. Back to Russell. Timberwolves passing it around. Edwards passes to Gobert. The kick out to Towns.
Hey, yo, right here.
Out to the right wing. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Russell gets it to go.
Good form on the jump shot. Russell's ability to stretch the floor makes him even more valuable.
Outside, George. Outside for Jackson. Left side, George. Leonard with the ball. Morris outside, shoots the 3. That falls. Nice feed that time from Leonard. Leonard's got 3 assists in the game. Outside, Edwards. Back to Russell. The feed now to Edwards. Russell high post. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops. Russell's got 9 points here in the second half. 3rd minute of action now gone here in the 4th. Jackson passes to Zubac. Gobert with the block.
This is why shooters always have an eye out for Rudy. And if you don't, this could be the result.
It's Edwards on the wing. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for the Clippers.
Smart ball handling from them in this one. Passing around to get ahead of the defense and putting it in the hands of ready shooters.
And you can't ignore how often they've been able to get to the free throw line, getting a lot of points from the charity stripe.
Kicks it out to Leonard. Jackson trying to break free. Leonard, no luck. Timberwolves trail by 9. This is it to Edwards. Looking for Gobert. He gets it there. Pass to McDaniels. The dish to Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
This is why Gobert shoots a high percentage. He understands how to carve out room inside and finish.
Outside Leonard. To the paint. Towns with the steal. Edwards with it. George picks him up. And finished off by McDaniel.
And what a huge sequence that could be.
Wow. A play that might come to define this game.
That could be a 4 to 5 point turnaround. How quickly things change.
Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Aggressive on the drive. That's going to result in some free throws for Jackson.
And so he drops them both. It's a 7-point game.
Good job. Want to keep fueling that lead. Make your free throws.
Russell feeling it out a bit. And it's off from 3-point range. They're this close to putting it away.
Yeah, they don't need to do anything special. Just take time off the clock.
Morris outside. From past the arc, Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Now here's McDaniel. Guarded by Jackson. Nails the triple.
Unreal. Big Cat, one of the game's great scorers, also deadly in the clutch.
So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. All right, David, thank you. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
And there's a great feel that these teams play with. Two of the smartest teams in the league. They focus on sharing the basketball and keeping everyone involved. This is a matchup for the purist.
Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at point guard.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
George with it. The kick out to Morris. The three is up. And it's Bain with the rebound. Morant, the pass to Adams. Jackson outside. The three from Bain. That basket is good. Off the assist from Jackson.
Adding to his game over time. When Jackson spots his open teammates like this, the offense runs much smoother.
Jackson finds Leonard. Pass to Zubac. George with it. 5 to shoot. No one near him. Yep, that one goes.
This guy is a pick-your-poison kind of player. Very hard defensively to cover all your bases with him. Boy, guys, it wasn't too long ago that the Los Angeles Clippers were the worst team in the league, but boy, have times changed. The Clippers are now an attractive organization for some stars.
Jackson against Morant. The kick out to Morris. Leonard right side. The shot comes out, and Memphis taking it the other way now. I mean, a true transformation of the Clippers. They were that team that stars avoided.
They were, B.A., but I think that started to change back in 2011. The trade of CP3 to the Clippers, it started this new era. Then the ownership change helped it even further. And in one summer, let's remember, they signed both Kawhi and Paul George. Unreal transformation.
Brooks with it. Guarded now by George. Oh, Morris with a steal. Moran against Jackson. George left side. Out to Leonard. Fires from deep. It's good. Set up beautifully by George. It's all knotted up.
Yeah, really smart move by Paul George. Feeds a ready shooter instead of forcing his own shot.
Brooks outside. From outside the arc. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss. Los Angeles has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Leonard finds George. And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
First team.
Up top, Jackson, hounded by Morant. Kicks it to George. Just 4 to shoot. The Clippers got to hurry. Late clock here. Leonard for 3. Adams grabs the miss. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 here in the first. Kicks it out to Jackson. Adams, the pass to Bain. Shot to end the cold streak. Gets the 3 to fall. Bain's got 6.
Well, Steven Adams could care less about scoring. In fact, you get the sense he takes more pleasure from passing than scoring.
And now the Grizzlies on the run. Here's Jackson, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
The best way to get a clean look is with those quick hitters on the break.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Jackson, pass to George. 54 seconds left in the first quarter. Oh, misses the dunk. The 3 from Bain. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
We've watched Morant get so good at this. Instinctively spots the opening and feeds a really good shooter.
Jackson outside. Sinks it from distance.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
And you would expect nothing less from these two, taking pride and making plays.
Fires hitting the triple.
Morant doesn't need the three-point shot to be effective. There's so much more to his game, but when it's dropping, he's lethal.
Kicks it to George. Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Oh, and another three for the Clippers.
Well, Paul George says, I can answer with my own big-time three-point shot. Go to work, PG.
Morant finds Brooks. The three from Bane. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot. Big shot. Desmond Bane getting it done for the Memphis Grizzlies. He made a big impact, scoring 12 points in the quarter. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for Memphis.
Well, we're in the era of the three-point basket. So if you want to win games in this league, you have to connect from deep. And they have been thus far.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
And so in the game for the Clippers, the two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. Jackson can't get it to go. Memphis has gone 5 of 8 from outside the three-point line in this one. And you can tell how much these fans here in Memphis love their Grizzlies.
Yeah, I mean, B.A., ever since they moved here in 2001, these fans have been so loyal. And the players are also enjoy playing here. Memphis is a fun-loving city with great barbecue and a lot of character.
The three from Bane. Paul George pulls down the board.
Boy, a wide-open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
These are the kinds of plays that can be game changers, that can make you hang your head.
Here's Morant. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Pass to Bane. The three is up. Good. And the setup by Morant. Morant's got 3 assists in the game.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way. George passes to Leonard. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. It's going to be on Dylan Brooks. Well, Kawhi Leonard has turned himself into an offensive force. He's a 3-level scorer, but I think you have to admire the fact that this guy is as versatile as it gets on the defensive end. He could guard 1 through 5 if necessary. Up top, Morant, defended by Jackson. With the crossover, it's stolen by Leonard. And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. You know, Grant, sometimes with certain flagrant fouls, you'll hear people say it was a dirty play, but not a dirty player. But when does it become both?
Well, we all understand, B.A., dirty plays aren't good for the game, but sometimes a flagrant foul will happen. A lot of times, though, you have to factor in a pattern of behavior. I really believe players who have a history of being called for a lot of flagrant fouls plays a big role in how it's perceived. Back to Leonard.
Lets it go from deep. No good on the shot. Now Memphis takes it the other way. Now here's Brooks. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. The shot, no good. Morris for 3. Oh, the swat by Adams. Length and strength and intimidation. Steven Adams sends it back. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. Jackson pass to George. Leonard outside. Just 5 on the clock. Got it. Good job in the low post. Leonard's got 7.
Well, with a 7'3" wingspan, Kawhi Leonard can beat even good defense with that reach.
Morant finds Bane from deep three-point range, and Morant with the basket on the assist from Bane. He's got 6.
Oh, the defense has to stay attached to him on the perimeter.
Jackson, pass to Morris. And there's a 3-second violation.
I think that's going to stick with them for a while. Huge mistake at a critical juncture in the game.
And I think the intention doesn't always equal the result. Wrong play, wrong time.
Now Brooks. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
George with the bucket. George has got 4 points now in the quarter.
What great body control from the all-star forward. Paul George, so skilled at keeping his composure under pressure.
Adams, the pass to Morant. No good there.
Maybe he rushes that just a little bit, who knows, but he couldn't have gotten a better look than that.
Kicks it out to Jackson. Launches a 3, and that one's good. That makes him 2 for 3.
Well, the ability to catch and shoot. The rise and fire from Reggie Jackson on point.
Morant against Jackson. And then Morant with the dunk.
Outstanding move in the lane. Just enjoy that one at home, folks.
No doubt, with some huge elevation on the finish. George outside. Pass to Leonard. 16 seconds left in the first half.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
From deep, Morant. Ooh, excellent D there from Jackson. And so it's Memphis closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's mostly due to their superb shooting. They've wasted. For those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. Well, you got to like what we're seeing from Desmond Bane.
Yeah, he's played with great energy in the first half. Very disruptive at the defensive end.
Well, it was about effort and anticipation. Hard to get into an offensive rhythm when you know this guy is lurking.
They've got Xavier Tillman. John Conchar is out there with Tyus Jones. Then there's Danny Green, and it's Aldama in at the 4. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. Pass to Jones, out to the right wing. Green in the post. Can't get it to drop. The Clippers trail.
Well, a late second-round pick in 2019 out of Florida State, Terrence Mann has proven to be a steal, and he's going to be in this league for a long, long time.
Here's Conchar. Wall covering. Outside for Green. Takes the 3. The Clippers grab the miss. And for Mann, proving he belongs, earned him a 2-year, $22 million contract extension.
And B.A., I love his game. An efficient scorer and good decision maker who doesn't try to do too much. He just makes it easy for coach to trust him with bigger minutes.
Pass to Conchar. From downtown. Ooh, the Grizzlies with another miss.
Well, he tries to answer with a 3 of his own and can't do it. You can't get caught up in the one-on-one aspect.
Powell, it's good.
Now, Norman Powell has proven to be capable as a scorer. All 3 levels are part of his game. That time goes to the 3 ball.
Jones in the post. Wall covering. Right side Green. Powell with a steal. Outside Wall. Off target with the 3. Memphis trailing here. Conchar drives in. They need this. No good on the layup. Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. Here's Batum. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 4.
Wow, what soft touch from Nick Batum. This guy has no trouble finishing in the painted area.
Timeout called. Memphis.
Lots to talk about here, guys. I mean, losing momentum and looking for answers.
I think here you have just got to get back to what you do best and then live with the results.
So Memphis ends up going with a new group. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And here's Morant outside. Paul George pulls it in. Los Angeles has gone 7 of 14 from the perimeter in this one. Jackson finds Morris. Zubac's with it. It's George on the wing. To the inside. And Zubac's with the basket. On the assist by George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Right around 3 minutes into this second half. Bain, the pass to Brooks. 3-pointer. Oh, George with a steal. Oh, and the fast break for the Clippers. Here's Morris. Oh, and a slam dunk by Morris.
You can really feel the momentum swinging in their direction.
You want to continue to build on this lead. Right now, still a little too close for comfort.
And the Grizzlies call time here. For Memphis, they've gotten off to a rough start. Now 0 for 5 in the second. And here's Morant outside, trying to get back on track. Bain, no good.
Yeah, they just can't seem to end the drought no matter where they shoot it from.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
Love the energy here in the third. Trying to take control now of this contest.
You know, possessions like that will help them feel good going into that final quarter.
Outside for Brooks. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Zubac has got his 4th rebound in this one. Inside. Pass to Jackson. To the right side. Zubac finds Morris. And here's George. Shot clock at 6. Leonard on the wing. Free throw line jumper. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now a 12-point Los Angeles lead. Memphis has got nothing to fall here in the third. 0 for 4. Brooks from outside. The Clippers grab the miss. George has got 4 rebounds now. Jackson, pass to George. Here's Leonard, driving inside, and Leonard throws it down hard.
Well, Kawhi Leonard might be quiet off the court, but on the court, he makes a lot of noise.
Los Angeles has gone 3 of 4 from outside in the second half. 2-second difference between shot and game clock. Down low, tipped away, and stolen by Bain. To end the run. Knocks down the triple. He's got 20.
Boy, the bucket's been 5 feet wide for him. He's dropping everything in.
And it's Ja Morant with the foul. That's foul number 2 for him.
First team foul.
Time called here. Los Angeles decides to talk it over.
Start it. Timeout. Timeout. Start it.
I don't think this timeout is just to give the guys a breather. Coach is looking to switch things up.
And as you know, it's what comes after that gives you some sense of what has changed.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers. And now that they have some time to get a little bit of rest, it's time for these players to regroup while hydrating themselves with some Gatorade, looking to gain a boost of energy as they continue to play in this game.
And staying hydrated is the only surefire way to do it. An athlete's body doesn't have the same power and stamina without proper hydration. These guys will be sure to use this timeout wisely.
And so it's the Los Angeles Clippers, closing out the quarter ahead by 11. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. And it's the Grizzlies with the ball. And on the floor for the Clippers here in the 4th. The two-way threats of George and Leonard are the wing pair. Morris and Zubac play together in the front court. And it's Jackson in at the one.
Yeah, the quickness of Morant makes him tough to cover. He's able to pull up on a moment's notice.
Jackson, pass to George. Leonard for three. Yes, and it's George picking up the assist. George has got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. And Memphis shooting about 41%. Morant, he's open, and it's good as he snugs it right through the net.
A phase of his game that Ja's worked hard on. Morant's jumper becoming more and more reliable.
Kicks it to George. There's the triple. And they recover it. Leonard passes to George. Back to Leonard. 6 to shoot. To the middle. Here's Zubac. The shot that time not on target. Now Memphis takes it the other way. A good look from Bain. Again, the Grizzlies. Good for 2 more.
Amazing individual performance, but you'd like to see more guys start to get involved. I don't know if he can do it alone.
George outside. Takes a 3. The rebound by Jackson. Jackson's got 4 rebounds now. Bain, the pass to Jackson. The 3. Outside Morant. Fires for 3. Second chance shot. Brooks finds Morant from deep. There's Jackson with the 3. Oh, George with a steal. Pass to Leonard. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair.
Because Kawhi Leonard has such a well-rounded offensive game, it's easy for him to put the defense in a bad position, draws contact there.
And he's good on the second.
It has to be interesting when you're bringing the ball up the court and Kawhi Leonard is the guy coming to meet you. This guy is the embodiment of an elite defender.
Bain, no good. Los Angeles has gone 1 for 3 in the 4th quarter from range. To the paint. Here's Zubac. The kick out to Morris. Leonard outside. And Leonard with the strong finish.
Well, Kawhi Leonard has 0 fear. In fact, contact, it doesn't deter him at all.
Leonard really has shown very few cracks in his defensive game over the years, Doris.
BA, I think it's a combination of things. Certainly the physical attributes. He's really long. He's got unbelievable lateral quickness. His defensive instincts and IQ are just off the charts. This guy is as disruptive, a defensive force as we have seen.
Here's Jackson. George outside. The 3. He nails it. That's his 5th make in 11 tries.
How about that pass from Reggie Jackson? Right on the money, folks.
Morant drawing the double team. Will it go? It's hauled in by the Clippers. They can take their time if they want.
Yes, you have to regroup. Make sure you get a good shot.
Jackson against Morant. George passes to Leonard. 5 on the clock. Back to George. Pass to Zubac. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. The Grizzlies have gotten 3 of 8 shot attempts to find the net here in the 4th quarter. It's rebounded by George. George has got his 5th rebound in this one. 1:21 left in the 4th quarter. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. That's his first foul. And here's Jackson. Pass to George. 3-pointer. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson. And the Clippers lead by 17.
They came out and had a statement win with their performance tonight. A fantastic effort to get it done here for the Clippers.
They had more assists and shot the ball more efficiently. Those things tend to go hand in hand.
And that's so true. Without a doubt, their ball movement was essential to winning this game.
And of all the highlights and performances we've seen here tonight, the one thing that stands out is what an unbelievable night it's been for Paul George.
Gotta respect the leadership he showed today, made great reads, and distributed the ball accordingly.
Now Los Angeles with it. They're on a 13-4 run. 7-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. From deep three-point range, Clippers keep it alive. There's 10 seconds left in the fourth quarter here. Clock at 4. From deep. So no problem for the Clippers as they get the win. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks. For Allie.
Hello, basketball fans. You've got it on 2K Sports as we get set to bring you in. Clark, the focus tonight has to be on the front court matchup. It figures to be a battle of big men down low.
Well, you know, Kevin, no question about it. These are two very talented teams in the post. I mean, each used to owning the advantage in the paint, and I'm very interested to see the chess match inside tonight.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. Two big men inside, Towns and Gobert. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. His three-pointers off the mark.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Adams, the pass to Morant. And stolen by Russell. Inside to the middle. A shot by McDaniels, no good. And so Brooks will bring it up for Memphis. It's Payne atop the key. To the inside. It's stolen by Gobert. Down low. Here's Towns. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist. Towns has got the first points up on the board here for the Timberwolves. Hey guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns is having?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Morant surveying the D. And another miss by Memphis. For Minnesota, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Gobert with the screen on Brooks. Back to Gobert. Russell against Morant. A 3-ball. Jackson kicks to Morant. Over Russell. Morant with another miss.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Here's Edwards, and Edwards with the stop.
Boy, the athleticism of Edwards is something to behold. Love watching him sky up to throw it down.
Grizzlies have gone 0 of 5 here to start the game. Rough start for them. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Good on the three-point shot.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And here's Russell after the three-pointer from Desmond Bane. Edwards against Bane. They get it back. Edwards kicks to McDaniels. Pass to Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Over Adams. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Memphis trailing here. And a wide open look for Payne. Adams outside. Russell against Morant. Shot clock at 6. There's Jackson with the 3. Gobert pulls it in. Timberwolves have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Inside. The Timberwolves working the ball around them. Buries it from three-point range.
Nice read by Edwards there, finding a wide open teammate and sending the ball his way on target.
Last season, Clark, the Timberwolves snapped a 3-year playoff run.
An important milestone for this squad, Kevin. I mean, it shows they're ready to compete in the postseason. That's huge and speaks to just how far this team has come.
And here's Edwards following Ja Morant's 3.
Great use of the dribble drive by Edwards there, earning himself a trip to the line.
The Timberwolves shooting their first free throws of this year.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
And Edwards drops them both. 1:24 left to play in the first quarter. Morant kicks to Brooks. Puts up a 3. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. .112 left here in the opening quarter. Now here's Morant for 3. Rebound Minnesota. Outside Edwards. To the paint. Here's Towns. And he converts the layup.
And, you know, you give Edwards credit for making the right decision there, feeding his teammate. Smart, good basketball.
Morant outside. Outside, Bain. Here's the three. Minnesota with the rebound. Gobert's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Stolen by Brooks. Morant, that's for 2. No good off the back of the rim. Timberwolves leading by 5. Mr. Gobert. Edwards kicks to Towns. Over in the corner, McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Nice play, and you can see they're gathering momentum.
And, you know, they need to stay aggressive here. Build the lead up while they've got the chance. Don't waste this opportunity.
Morant finds Jackson. Off the run. That one misses. And so it's Minnesota in the driver's seat. Up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think about Minnesota here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. And it's Morant in at the 1. That's the lineup out there for the Grizzlies. Russell kicks to McDaniels. 6 to shoot. Towns. And the dunk by Towns.
Well, easy does it, Towns is saying to himself. Forget about the threes right now. I'm going to go with the flush.
Morant passes to Adams. Knocks it loose. And it's out of bounds. They say last touch by Adams. And here's Edwards. He'll bring it up for the Timberwolves. 10-point lead. This is their biggest. And Bain pulls it down.
Well, you know, this is what happens. You can't afford to lose concentration even for a nanosecond.
Here's Adams. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
And this is where Adams has the biggest impact. The closer to the basket, the more effective he is.
Outside, Edwards. Back to Russell. And he banks in the layup. Russell's got the lead. Back up to 10 now for Minnesota.
Well, you know, this is just who Russell is, in my opinion, guys. A very assertive and confident player who looks to score the ball as much as he can.
Now, here's Bain. Brooks kicks to Bain. Morant passes to Jackson. Misses the 3.
Just enough coverage to bother that three-point attempt.
And Towns the bucket on the assist by Russell. And now it's a 12-point Minnesota lead. For Memphis, they've gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting, too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thanks very much. In recent years, the NBA has opened several international academies. Commissioner Adam Silver says huge numbers of people are playing basketball, but unless you take the best at a young age, get them facing elite competition and training under high-pressure circumstances, they won't develop into NBA-caliber players. Kevin?
Well, opening doors, David, that's always a good thing. Expansion. Thank you.
And Brooks needs to keep taking and making those jumpers. It's only going to help his confidence.
Edwards passes to Gobert. Russell with a wide open look. Drops in the tray. Russell's got 8 points here in this quarter.
And with the lead, I like the strategy here. Continue to get the ball to guys who can do something with it.
If it's working, keep working it. That's what I say. Keep the pressure on him.
Outside for Jackson. Good. And the nice assist from Morant. Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Edwards drives in. Here's McDaniels. Grizzlies with the rebound. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Brooks finds Morant. Outside Jackson. Back to Morant. Over Russell. Count that one. And the Timberwolves lead has been cut to just 11 points in the basket from Morant.
Yeah, this is what Morant does best. A natural scorer who does it in a variety of ways.
Now here's Edwards. Up and in on the layup. Edwards got 6.
And those are the kinds of plays that are just killing them right now.
Priority and goal number 1 has to be tightening up the defense. They can't afford to give him open looks.
To the middle. And Towns throws it down.
Unselfish. As somebody who already draws a lot of defensive attention, Edwards has to be willing to make that next pass.
Out to Brooks. On the wing, Bain. It's tipped. Russell with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Here's McDaniels. And it's Morant with the rebound. The Grizzlies trail by 15. Bain for 3. Rudy Gobert with the rebound. Gobert's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. Over to the wing. Stolen by Brooks. And so it's Minnesota. Their lead at 5. Thank you, David. And we'll be back.
The Grizzlies 15, the Timberwolves 5.
Wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. Karl Anthony Towns has been sensational.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
And on the floor for Chris Finch as we get into the second half. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Sliding in at the wing, it'll be Edwards and McDaniel. And it's Russell in at the point guard. Now here's Brooks. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. 5 to shoot. Bain inside the 3-point line. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. Bain's got 5 now. Timberwolves leading by 13. Outside Edwards. To the left side wing. McDaniels kicks to Edwards. Back to McDaniel. Gobert trying to get open. Gets it to go from 18 feet away. That's now 8 points for Jaden McDaniel. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Left side, Bain. The pass to Adams. It's stolen by Gobert. The putback, and it's Towns on the follow. 12 points for him.
You know, this is what makes Towns an all-star kind of talent. I mean, his ability to get it going and pile up points in a hurry.
Teams nowadays tracking deflections in addition to steals. Were they something you were aware of when you played defense, Greg?
Even if they weren't tracked, they were valued. And I remember early in my career, that was something with the Knicks that would always emphasize, because deflections were a true indicator of activity, especially on defensive.
Conjar, good.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the deep.
Here's McLaughlin. Prince, the pass to McLaughlin. Anderson in the post, and the foul called on Tyus Jones. That is his first foul of the game.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time.
Stolen away.
And how about the stingy defense there to deny that pass?
Conchar can't get it to go. Timberwolves leading by 14. McLaughlin, the pass to Prince. And McLaughlin gets it to go.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
So the wing on the left. From deep. Here's Aldama. That one doesn't go. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Pass to McLaughlin. Reed kicks to Prince. Driving the lane, and he jams it with authority.
Boy, the attacking mentality of Prince right there. You love that. If he has a lane, he's not going to wait around. He's going to hit it right away.
A leaner. The rebound by Prince.
Not really necessary with nobody on you. I mean, why put yourself off balance on that shot when you're wide open?
Noel. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
And their balanced effort at both ends has hushed this crowd.
Yeah, you said the key word there, balanced. I mean, their big lead owes as much to their defense as their offense.
Here's Conchar. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Conchar's got two now from beyond the arc in the third for the Grizzlies. Anderson outside. Pass to McLaughlin. The kick out to Anderson. Prince outside. Out to the wing. Fires for three. It's rebounded by Memphis. On the wing, Green. Lets the three fly. The rebound by Anderson. Minnesota leading by 18. Nice move. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot two free throws.
Second personal foul.
In a moment, I'll quickly take a look at the offensive approach for Minnesota.
Well, you know, for me, the passing has been fantastic all night. Everybody loves watching this style of basketball where the ball moves and players move. Coaches, fans, and even us broadcasters can appreciate that kind of action.
And all game long, they've worked the ball inside. It's really worked well for them offensively.
Timberwolves have gone 5 of 7 from the field in the third quarter. Let's see if they can keep it up. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Boy, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Here's Conchar on the three off target. Minnesota's gone 5 of 9 when they put up the three-point shot tonight. Outside Prince. The three. The Timberwolves again can't hit. Here's Conchar. The three-pointer no good. And so it's Minnesota closing out the quarter with a 20-point lead from the... And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. The Grizzlies trail by 20. We've got Tyus Jones, and it's Tillman in at the center, locking down the middle. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Aldama gets the bucket.
It's important that you have big men who can shoot in this day and age, and this guy can really stretch the floor.
McDaniels in the post. Guarded by Green. Here's Gobert. An easy 2 points on the layup. And the Timberwolves lead by 19.
And how about the play by Gobert there in the paint? Not afraid to get physical on his way to the basket.
Here's Conchar. And the wide open shot from Green. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And you know, he's going to continue to bury those if that's how they're going to D him up.
60 seconds off the clock here in the fourth. Out to Edwards. This one for three. Kept alive, Minnesota. Russell inside, working on Jones. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Tries yet again, and it's blocked. Out to Russell. There's the triple. drills the three-pointer.
You know, Russell is so smooth. He's got deceptive length, which allows him to get those shots off behind the arc.
Tillman passes to Concho. Rebound, Minnesota. Towns has got 6 rebounds in the game. Pass to McDaniels. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
He's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, especially with the score being what it is. I mean, you got to tighten it up on D.
Conchar, the pass to Green. Memphis moving it around. Kicks it out to Jones. The pass to Concho. Back to Jones. Here's Aldama. Shot clock at 2. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Nothing like answering back. One team gets 3, you fire 3 of your own. Boom.
Oh, the lob to Gobert. And it's Memphis on the break. Jones for 3. Gobert pulls it in. Gobert's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Edwards can't hit.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing falling.
And, you know, you can sense his frustration. This is going to be a test of his resolve here.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
McDaniels kicks to Gobert. There's Russell with the 3. It doesn't go for him. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Passes it to Tillman. Green with the ball. Stolen by McDaniels. Edwards looking it over. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Well, that was a bomb from Edwards, showing off that deep range.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. Right wing. Pass to Green. It's tipped.
And as we head to the final buzzer here, a crushing blowout. Big-time dominance, and this will go in the record books as a gaudy win for the Timberwolves.
You don't see this kind of a blowout often, but tonight this is a quality win across the board to deliver out this kind of punishment.
They definitely never changed the approach. They just kept after it and showed they were clearly the better team in just about every single category.
On the wing, Green, corner shot. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
A nice shot by McDaniels.
And it's just competing. You know, giving your best when it matters most.
Yeah, you know, once they got victory in their view, a huge injection of energy and a great run to finish it off.
Outside, Russell. It's Edwards on the wing. From downtown, they get it back. Pass to McDaniels. Out to the right wing. Towns for 3. And they get it back. McDaniels finds Towns. Out to Edwards. Russell passes to Towns. And here's Gobert. From deep. No good that time. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
With the thought of getting a victory on the road, the T-Wolves came into the arena tonight with a look of confidence. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. Looking at the starting five for the Minnesota Timberwolves. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Russell in at point guard. Zubats. The shot no good. Good D by Gobert.
Well, still a few years out, but the Clippers have to be excited about moving into their own arena in 2024. So much innovation has gone into the design of the building, and it just looks incredible.
And here are the Clippers now. After the Timberwolves picking up a basket a moment ago. Back to Jackson. Pass to Zubats. 6 on the shot clock. Here's George. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a three-point play. Amen. And the Clippers felt they needed to build their own arena to establish some identity.
Yeah, no doubt about it that they could be their own franchise away from the shared building with the Lakers. And for so long in LA, they've been treated as sort of the second-rate team, and that just shouldn't happen. So having their own arena, that's moving them well into the right direction.
Now here's Edwards. No good with a layup.
He's so good at getting to the rim. Maybe tries to get a little bit too cute with that one. I thought he'd lay it straight up and in.
George against Edwards. Leonard left side. Pass to Zubats. And it's slammed in by Zubats.
Not sure when Kawhi saw him, but the fact is he did, and he delivered. It's a great pass.
George against Edwards. Outside for Russell. From the arc. Drops in the 3.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Jackson, the pass to Morris. Out to Leonard. 4-3. That shot missing. Now Minnesota takes it the other way.
Well, one thing you learn about Anthony Edwards, he does not lack for confidence. He wants to become the best to ever do it, and he believes he can.
Great open look there. Russell's got 6 points.
Well, the team gets Russell set up beautifully that time. Totally poised and no hesitation on that, too.
The kick out to Morris. George outside and stolen by Edwards. Pass to Russell. The 3 ball knocks it down from distance. 9 points in the game, and you see the ambition for greatness in Edwards. But, Grant, is he willing to do the work?
Well, B.A., think about this. He's a quick study. He listens to his coaches with curiosity, and he's driven to achieve the goals they set for him. Yeah, I think he can.
Now here's George. Clock at 6. Leonard with the ball. Russell covering. And the Clippers miss again. Minnesota with the ball. Right now on a 9-0 run. McDaniels passes to Edwards. Inside. That's good from Towns. On the assist by Edwards.
That's just Big Cat using his upper body strength to convert through contact.
Jackson against Russell. Leonard outside. There's the drive. Clippers keep it alive. Zubac passes to Morris. Here's Jackson. And it's Gobert with a rebound.
Well, if you believe in the numbers, that mid-range shot is not a high-value shot, even with little or no defense on you.
Offensive rebound. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
I love his tenacity. Extra possessions, second chance points. That's winning basketball.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, their early focus on outside scoring has paid off. They're finding plenty of points from three-point land.
Love the passing that they displayed at the start of the game. Great ball movement that's opening up some chances without really getting deep into the execution.
Pass to Towns. To the inside. And Gobert with the stuff.
And this is why Gobert shoots a high percentage, because he looks to finish with strength inside.
Russell against Jackson. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first.
And he just hasn't been able to get it going this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
What a beast inside. When Towns gets in tight, he's almost a sure thing.
Leonard for three. Yes. And a nice assist from Jackson.
Just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
And so it's D'Angelo Russell making things happen. And for those of you just tuning in, second quarter action is where we are. All right, let's quickly break down the game. What we've seen so far from the Timberwolves, guys.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, everybody just feeling the energy of the basketball as they moved it around, and lots of hands were touching it.
On the court for the Timberwolves, second quarter underway. Towns plays the four with Gobert in the middle. Filling in the wings, Edwards and McDaniels. And it's Russell in at the point guard position. He hits the second from the line. Well, the Timberwolves struck gold by getting the #1 pick in the 2015 and 2020 NBA drafts.
You were so right, B.A. Selecting Karl Anthony Towns and Anthony Edwards, respectively. Two important players that have already had a tremendous impact on this team.
And good recognition from Reggie, open teammate.
Outside Edwards. And he drives in. And Edwards slams it in.
Wow, that type of finish is just deflating right now for a team that's trying to make a comeback.
Ouch. That's certainly a big-time finish right there. It was one big exclamation point, or maybe even a question mark.
As a big, once you get positioned inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Russell finds McDaniels. Now Towns. Pass to Edwards. Wide open look. That shot is off. And the Clippers will go the other way with it. Down low. Here's Morris. And a missed layup. Minnesota's gone 3 of 4 from distance in this game. Gobert passes to Russell. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Can't connect from short range. The Clippers have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. George with it, now guarded by McDaniels. Leonard for 3. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. Gobert's got 4 rebounds now. Outside Edwards. Another shot. Gobert with the bucket.
Just an aggressive move by Gobert, protecting the possession and getting the second chance look.
They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Pass to Zubats. George outside. Morris with it. Oh, it's blocked by Towns.
The defensive chops of Towns, able to use his length and timing to stifle shooters.
Now Edwards. And And he'll draw the foul. He'll head to the line for two. You know, some have said those old school power forwards, guys like Charles Oakley, they're becoming outdated. Do you see that, Grant?
Well, first of all, the physicality in the game is no more. The way Oakley would hit you and bruise you, can't do that in today's game. And guys like Oakley are now playing the 5 position, and they're shooting 3-pointers. So a lot of it just is because the game has changed and evolved since the 90s when Oakley dominated.
A great skill level in the game right now.
No question.
Now here's Russell. Towns finds McDaniels. Stolen by Jackson. In transition, here come the Clippers. And keeping us updated from the sideline, Allie LaForce.
Well, guys, the NBA markets itself behind star players, but Commissioner Adam Silver understands what makes the game tick. He said, quote, "This is a team sport. In order to truly win championships and compete at the highest level, all the players have to come together."
So true, Allie. Thank you. Now here's McDaniels. 10-point lead. This is their biggest of the game. Towns passes to Russell. And then Russell with the dunk.
This is who Towns is, an unselfish, versatile big man with great court awareness.
Now a timeout called by the Clippers.
They're just giving away a run right now. The question is, can they stop the time?
Hard to say right now. At this point, I've seen the coaches run through 2 or 3 iterations of defense. Is there a 4th? I'm not sure.
Now here's Jackson. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. Kicks it to George. Looking to win the drought. It's blocked by Gobert.
A rangy defender with great defensive timing. I mean, why do you think they call Gobert the Stifle Tower?
McDaniels passes to Edwards. 52 seconds left in the second. McDaniels finds Edwards. Rebound by the Clippers. Jackson outside. Pass to Leonard. Let's go with a 3. And again, no good by the Clippers.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate the inside and get closer to the rim.
Los Angeles has gone 0 for 2 from outside in the second quarter. Jackson against Russell. Morris passes to George. Here's Zubac. To the middle. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Gobert on the high post. Inside. Towns can't get it to go.
Russell affected that shot and used his length.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. And they've effectively guarded Kawhi Leonard all night. Not an easy task by any means. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, D'Angelo Russell has been exceptional here, guys.
I like how they control the tempo and play to his strengths.
Yeah, this is showing that they're not going to play at anybody else's pace but their own.
Ball and Powell are the backcourt duo. Robert Covington is out there with Terrence Mann. And it's Batum in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the group starting the second half for Ty Lue.
I know this much about Robert Covington. You'll never find him short on effort. This is a high-energy guy on both ends of the floor.
And the Timberwolves going with a whole new group out there. Ball for 3. And he can't get that one. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Back to Noel. It's good. Fought through contact, hit the shot, and will go to the line. Well, Brent, any team loves to have a guy like Covington setting an example with his all-out play.
Yeah, B.A., you know how there are guys that bring along everybody with their offensive game? Covington does that with the defense. He's out there, he gives effort, he dives on the floor, he's going for loose balls, and all of a sudden the energy of the team is right behind Robert Covington's defense.
And he wastes no time coming out of the break.
Here's McLaughlin. On the wing, Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. The crossover, and there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It goes on Nick Batum.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, LA is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
He's perfect from the line this time. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for LA.
And it's going to be a 3-second call.
You have to limit mistakes. They're so tough to overcome.
Well, not making things easier on themselves right now, that's for sure.
Over a minute and a half now into this third quarter action. Kicks it out to Anderson. And it's the Clippers with the rebound.
I admire the play call. They just couldn't capitalize.
Yeah, an efficient offensive possession. They found the look that they wanted, just didn't go in.
You can trust Wall to find those openings. He's a talented distributor who wouldn't miss that chance.
Here's McLaughlin. Wall covering. Kicks it out to Anderson. Here's Noel. Nails it from beyond the arc. Noel's got 6.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, he's the guy that you want to go to right now, trying to put this one away.
Wall, no good. Minnesota has gone 4 of 5 from outside the arc in this one. Pass to Noel. Back to Prince. Here's Noel. Now covers. Noel, that's good. Noel's got 8 points in the quarter.
More and more signs of the skill set of Taurean Prince as he finds an open teammate.
Ball with it. Prince is there. Powell outside. Down low. And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. And it's McLaughlin missing. For Los Angeles, they've gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Powell passes to Wall. Stolen by Anderson. Prince on the attack. Here's Noel. Give him 8. Pass to Reed. A slam dunk by Reed.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
And the gamble paying off.
Wall finds Covington. Here's Mann. A shot to stop the run. Can't get the layup. We've got 1:13 left in the third quarter. On the wing, Noel. Pass to McLaughlin. Here's the 3. He buries it from 3. 5 points in the game.
I mean, I guess they're willing to give him that shot. They may want to rethink that strategy, though.
And the Clippers going with a whole new group out there. Some changes for Minnesota. Up top, Jackson, guarded by Russell. Morris for 3. And he stays with it. Back to Jackson. George outside. Going inside. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Gobert's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Pass to McDaniels. And they go to the intentional foul.
I mean, I'm just not sure what he was thinking right there. I mean, he needs to get his head in the game.
35 seconds left in the third quarter. Russell, the pass to Edwards. It's rebounded by George. Los Angeles has gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Leonard for 3. There's 18 seconds left in the third.
Such a difficult guy to keep up with, but also have a conversation with. Leonard, sometimes all you can do is foul him.
That free throw, no good.
At the line for your Clippers, Kawhi.
And he sinks the second. For Minnesota, they've gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Outside McDaniels. Back to Russell. Over Jackson. Russell, that's good. Russell's got 13 now.
And now really feeling it as he's gotten off to a great start.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. They're feeling great. A 21-point. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dive. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And a look now at the 5 for the Timberwolves to start the fourth quarter. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. And it's McDaniels in at the small forward position. Here's Edwards. And Edwards slams it in.
And despite the height disadvantage, oh my, he just attacks that interior.
Yeah, no stopping him on that play. Sometimes even the taller defenders are helpless to stop him.
I love great defense. Just quick to establish his feet, and he takes the hit.
Minnesota has got 5 of 7 threes to drop here tonight. Here's McDaniels. Gobert passes to Towns. No good on the triple. The Clippers really having a tough go here. To the paint. Here's Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
He can really read the floor. Precision pass in rhythm.
We played just over a minute here in the fourth. Russell finds Towns. Fires the 3. It's rebounded by Zubac. Zubac has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Kicks it out to Jackson. Pass to George. Leonard right side. Puts up a 3. And the Clippers hit again from deep.
Came into the league and struggled from the three-point line. Kawhi Leonard has made his weakness a strength.
Russell against Jackson. And the foul on Marcus Morris. That's his first foul.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Russell against Jackson. Russell to pass to McDaniels. Russell, that's good. And the Timberwolves lead by 17.
Well, that's nice coordination as Russell seemed to know that he was going to get around the defense.
Leonard against McDaniels. Oh, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to be on Karl Anthony Towns. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for Minnesota.
You have to be a fan of the energy they've played with on the defensive end. Active hands and feet, and it's come up big a few times for them.
And all game long, they've been finding blocks. Their focus on strong rim protection has helped stifle the opposing team's offense.
6 to shoot. Russell to pass to Towns. Goes up again. That shot's good. Russell making the play. Here's Jackson. To the inside. Zubac. It's blocked by Gobert. Here's Russell. Banked it in off the glass.
Again, Russell able to dance behind the screen, and once he's able to set you up like that, it's over.
Oh, they get a hand on it. Stolen by Russell. Out on his own on the break. Boom! He jams it straight down.
They've been battling all night. Now they're on the brink of putting this game away.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Morris for 3. That one is off. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. It's Edwards on the wing. Leonard defending. Pass to Towns. This one for 3. Gets the 3-ball to go. Towns has got 5 points in the quarter.
And let's face it, this one was never really in question. They came out with purpose and just overwhelmed the opposition. A great win for the Timberwolves.
Pretty clear who the better team was today. They dominated in just about every phase of this game, Grant.
BA, it's almost hard to think what didn't go well for them. Their plan, their execution, everything was absolutely on point.
And one player just stole the show tonight, doing everything for his team. A monster night for D'Angelo Russell.
Just does a great job of looking for space and then finding it. That's taking advantage of what the defense is giving you.
The Clippers have gotten 5 of their 7 shots to fall in this final quarter. Leonard outside. Oh, and another 3 for the Clippers.
And where was this type of effort earlier in the game? Unfortunately, this run will be all for nothing.
Consistency definitely is a key to some of the playoff performing teams, and tonight they just did not find it in this contest.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
You love that the guys are staying aggressive late in this ball game, just not wanting to let go of the rope.
And Kawhi Leonard gets a whistle that time. That's his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
Now the Timberwolves with it. Outside Edwards. There's 25 seconds left in the final quarter.
Well, Paul George showing off his defensive prowess right there. Full energy, full focus, and a nice contest.
Morris finds George. Rudy Gobert with a rebound. Now here's Towns.
Foul Clippers. Paul George. That's his 3rd personal foul. 3rd team.
And that one falls for Towns.
At the line for the Timberwolves, Karl Anthony Towns.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. And George launches it from deep. Off target with a shot. And so it's Minnesota easily grabbing this one. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked.
And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and through his own routine to get ready. But once they take the floor, they're one single unit. Tip-off goes to the Clippers. And the starting group for the Grizzlies. The wingmen are Bain and Brooks. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Morant in at the 1. Now Brooks. After the missed 3 from Reggie Jackson, it's stolen by Morris. Brooks against Leonard. Outside, George. Oh, a lot of history, Richard, between these two teams tonight. Will be another installment in this terrific rivalry.
And let me say, playing in the same conference, having to go through each other year after year, yeah, that can breed a little bit of contempt, but let's just say that.
Exactly. I'm sure you felt that against rivals in your division and your conference.
Yeah, I think most of the time they felt it against me.
Well, great with this Memphis Grizzlies team. You like how young and how hungry they are. It's very appealing.
And these players have bought into the system. This is a selfless group that knows each other's strengths, and it's why they've seen so much success here of late.
Adams finds Brooks. Paul George with the steal. And now just over a minute played here in the first. Outside Leonard. For 3. And the Clippers miss again.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Morant outside. Over Jackson. Oh, good on that one. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Pass to George. Outside Jackson. Adams outside. Bain against Jackson. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
Memphis shooting their first foul shot of the game. Free throw good, Bain. And since coming into the league, Desmond Bain, Richard, has quickly established himself as a knockdown three-point shooter.
Yeah, his accuracy and efficiency from out there is incredible. The spacing he provides is why he's a key part of this team.
Now Brooks. Kawhi Leonard missing from long range. Brooks kicks to Adams. And Adams with the slam.
Oh, he threw that one down. Adams, one of the fiercest competitors in the league.
Jackson down low, headed by Morant, and the wide open shot from Morris sinks the three-pointer. Morris has got 5.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
Here's Morant, and then Morant crams it in.
And man, does Morant put on a show. He's got such insane athleticism.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, I was able to talk with SuperLu for just a minute. Defensively, he wants his guys to protect the rim and do everything they can to push the offense out to the perimeter. He told me if we can do that, I feel good about our chances. Now, guys, obviously that's a tall order, but he's trying to get his guys to get geeked for the challenge.
Thank you, David.
Showing off that vert. Morant attacks the basket with just such intensity. There's not much any defense can do with it.
Now here's Jackson. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. Here's Leonard, just 5 on the clock. Outside for Jackson. Jackson dishes to Brooks. And Jackson throws it down hard.
We talk about Jackson's elite shooting for a big, but this is the other thing that he can do when his mindset is to attack.
There's Jackson with the 3. The rebound by Steven Adams. And Adams has got the ball here for Memphis. Morant finds Brooks. Good, and a nice assist from Morant.
And this is part of Morant's role. As a guard, he's responsible for finding the open man.
Jackson against Morant. It's picked off. Fast break Memphis. Morant with the ball. Trying to find Brooks. He's got it now. Morant passes to Jackson. Poke loose. Now here's Adams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Well, if you poll players on who they think the strongest guy in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
Second free throw, no good. Clippers trail by 3. Here's George. That's it, and he's now 3 for 3 and looking sharp.
Yeah, I love the court awareness from Kawhi there. Dependable at getting it to his uncovered teammates.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Brooks kicks to Adams. Back to Jackson. 5 on the clock. Misses from close range.
And you got to give credit to the D for never giving up on the play and doing just enough to bother him at the rim.
Back to George. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Grizzlies lead by 1. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And now we'll get perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for the Grizzlies. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Oh my goodness, what a play!
This man was under-recruited in college. Can you believe that? And Morant, he still plays like he's trying to prove something.
Brooks against Jackson. Up top, Leonard. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Morris dishes to Leonard. 4 on the clock. Shot clock at 4. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Jaren Jackson.
Such a versatile offensive threat. Morris draws his fair share of fouls.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And home court advantage can give teams a huge lift. Greg, how different is it playing in front of the hometown fans?
It's huge. I mean, they give you energy. You don't want to let them down, so you tend to dig a little deeper when you're playing at home.
Takes it off the glass. Jackson's got the lead up to 3 now for the Grizzlies.
Inside Jackson is so effective. His natural abilities give him the edge over the defense.
George passes to Morris. Kicks it out to Leonard. 5 to shoot. And finished off by Leonard.
And with a good mix of power and agility, Leonard can throw it down with the best of it.
Jackson against Morant. In the corner, it's Payne. Back to Jackson. Pass to Bain. A second chance effort. And he gets the jumper to drop. Bain's got 5. Clippers trail by 3. Outside Jackson. Outside for George. Takes it inside. Outside Jackson. The pass to Leonard. And hammers that one down right in the face of Jaren Jackson.
And throw it down, Kawhi. That was nasty. Love watching him go hard and attacking with power.
Here's Morant. And the call on the shot sends him to the line.
John Morant impressed as a rookie, but in 2022, he really started blowing the roof off.
He's been doing some tremendous things. And how about a 52-point game in February that year? Only 12 of those points came from threes. That's a lot of buckets.
Jackson kicks to George. Zubac trying to break loose. The shot by George, no good. The Grizzlies have gone 3 of 4 from the floor here in the second quarter. And Morant gets it to go. He's got 9.
When Morant drives, he is just so difficult to stop. His agility, that's what makes beating the D look so easy.
Here's Jackson. Up again. The rebound by Steven Adams. Memphis leading by 4. Jackson dishes to Adams. And so they choose to intentionally foul.
You're not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Here's Morant. Jackson passes to Brooks. Shot clock at 6. And a wide open look for Payne. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Brooks. Brooks has got 4 assists in the game. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. There's 1:40 left here in the second. They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Here's Leonard. Outside for Jackson. Leonard looking around. Back to Jackson. Clock at 4. From deep, George. Los Angeles with another miss. And the Grizzlies leading by 7. Morant passes to Brooks. Back to Morant. Bain against Morris. Gets it to fall. The bucket from Bain.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
To have a knockdown three-point shooter with George's size and skill gives Coach a lot of options on the offensive end.
Now here's Morant for 3. Clippers trail by 6. Passes to Leonard. Morris trying to free himself up, and Leonard gets it to go.
Talk about someone who knows all the angles. Kawhi on the interior.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Pass to Bain. Out to Morant. Lets it go from the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot. Morant's got 11 points.
This is why I love his game. You really have to admire his tenacity.
Outside Leonard. Off target from outside. Right side Jackson. And we finished one half of basketball.
The score, your Clippers 23, the Grizzlies 29.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. You have to like what you're seeing from John Morant.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And you love that mindset he has going at the rim. He hasn't settled for anything, and he's been the aggressor all game long.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. They've got Jones, and it's Tillman in at the 5, roaming the paint.
That is not a bad decision to pull from there. It was just a little bit off with the execution.
Clippers trail by 6. Now here's Wall. It's Powell on the wing. It's Covington on the wing. Pass to Wall. Over Jones. Wall, no luck.
Well, the defense didn't have any impact on that shot, but somehow he still misses it.
And after not playing for a season, John Wall back in action. Bought out by the Rockets, and he signs with the Clippers. If he can get back to where he was, that's a huge win for the Clippers. Could serve as a deadly third option for LA.
It's Powell on the wing. It's stolen by Jones. From deep, Green. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
It's Wall. Oh, look out! Look out!
Okay, I see you.
You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Covington with the steal. Left side, Wall. Covington kicks to Powell. Kicks it out to Covington. Outside, Wall. And he drives in. Just 5 to shoot. Powell for 3. That one doesn't drop. And the Grizzlies leading by 8. On the wing, Green. No points in the game yet for him. Jones, no one around him. Off target with his 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Los Angeles Clippers. Man gets the bucket.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
Jones, the pass to Aldama. No good on that one. Good D by Covington. LA's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. It's Covington on the wing. It's stolen by Green. Outside, Jones. Here's Conchal. And he bangs it home with one hand.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
We know mistakes lead to breaks. That's just textbook right there.
Here's Mann. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Trains the three-pointer.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Here's Conchar, guarded by Powell. On the pass to Aldama. Good D by Covington. Clippers trail by 4. Wall looking for an opening. Kicks to Powell. Outside, Covington. Here's Wall. And it's good with time running down in the shot clock.
Well, they're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Over in the corner, Green to the wing right side. Jones against Wall. It's deflected.
And on defense, Batum uses that wingspan well, creates solid coverage.
Powell kicks to Wall. Passes it to Mann. Outside, Wall. Pass to Powell. The Clippers need to get off a shot for the lead. Mann can't hit. Here's Conchar. Here's Tillman. And that's going to do it. Some good defense down the stretch to end the quarter. And we just finished the third quarter. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed. And you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Not just playing selflessly, but also making a smart decision with the ball.
And I know I speak for all of us when I say I can't wait to see what kind of finish awaits us here in the fourth quarter. The wing pairing, George and Leonard. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. And it's Jackson in at the point guard position. That's who's out there for the Clippers. Conchar. And the rejection by Zubac. And that's out of bounds. Memphis will retain possession. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. Leonard with the steal. On the wing, Jackson. Guarded by Morant. Jackson dishes to Leonard. Outside, George. 6 on the shot clock to tie it up. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to be on Desmond Bain. And the free throw is good, now leading by 1. The Grizzlies shooting 53% from the floor. They're locked in. Morant passes to Jackson. That 3 off the mark. And Los Angeles guys shooting here about 46% for the game. Leonard attacking. That shot is off.
Look, I'll give him an A for effort for trying to dunk through the defense, but maybe he should ease up on that one just a little bit.
And Adams kicks to Brooks. George against Payne. Outside for Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And then Morant slams it in.
Still a little bit of a streak shooter. Morant has been deadly accurate tonight. Man.
Jackson against Morant. Outside for George. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. Steven Adams picks one up.
And the defense knows George can score from there, which is what forces them to kind of compromise at times defensively.
This team thinks they should be up in front, but at least they tie it up.
There is just no way to tell who is going to pull this one out.
When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
The dime courtesy of Morant. I'd love to play with Ja. He's always looking to move that ball.
Jackson has the open look. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Grizzlies have gone 2 for 5 on field goal attempts in the 4th quarter. Here's Morant, and it's sent back by George.
Few players have a bigger impact defensively than Paul George. A fixture on the all-defensive team. PG, a nightmare for opponents.
Payne with it. George picks him up. Brooks misses. And just about 3 minutes through the 4th quarter here. Up top, Leonard. Brooks covering. George against Payne. Back to George. Outside Leonard. And a miss there on the triple.
Gotta find easier shots when you're already struggling. That's not gonna get it.
And finished up by Morant.
And this is where Morant really shines. The bigger the moment, the more he wants to capitalize.
Zubac, the screen on Bain. And the dunk by Zubac.
Feed the interior, good things will happen.
Memphis has been off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the 4th quarter. Left side, Bain wants to get it to Zubac, and does. And here comes Jackson leading the fast break. Nobody near George. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Now it's a 3-point Clipper lead. And what you take, guys, in the hustle sticks for the Clippers. Morant back for 2. Brooks the pass to Jackson. Off target from 3-point range. Clippers leading by 3. Outside Leonard. Outside for Jackson. And another 3 for the Clippers.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Here's Adams on the wing. Jackson. The Grizzlies with another miss.
And even with good coverage defensively that time, he has confidence to drill the 3.
Morris with the ball. lets it go with a three. Rebounded by Jackson. Bain kicks to Morant. The Grizzlies with another miss. Morant with the steal. Pass to Adams. Looking to end the run. Headshot off. And so Los Angeles takes the win. It was up for grabs right until the finals. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...